Friends, I'm Mr. G.V. Pujari, working as an assistant professor in Sharan Institute of Technology, College of Engineering. I'm having my channel Creative. On this channel, I am uploading the videos related with technical engineering and non-technical content like general knowledge purpose. So, at initially, I request all my friends subscribe my channel so that you will not miss any kind of notification about my new videos. So friends, on this today's we are going to discuss about the technical content about the topic today is the machine drawing. So in this machine drawing today we are going to discuss about the drawings of assembly and details. Okay friends, so first of all we are going to see about the introduction about the drawing of details and assembly. Why details and assembly is important? Every time whenever you want to manufacture any component, that time detailed drawing is very much important. So on this drawing we require to every drawing we require to draw separately. Okay, and after whatever we have drawn the drawing separately, at the end we require to make a proper assembly of this drawing. So whenever on the shop floor which component we want to manufacture, that component first of all we require to understand whether it is able to manufacture or not. Okay, so on the basis of that we require to give the dimension, we require to select the process, we require to select as per whatever the sizes. Okay, so whatever the limits, fits, tolerances we are going to use, or we can say geometric dimensioning, GDNT we are using in a drawing, that is as per the manufacturing purpose, because at the end whatever the drawing we are going to draw on a paper or on a software, that is we are going to manufacture on the machine. Okay, so we require to first of all the engineer must require to understand the properly what the designer has drawn. Okay, and that whatever drawing we require to going to manufacture. Okay, and after whatever the drawing we have completed, that every part we are going to make a assembly. Okay, so that's why whether these parts are able to assemble or not, how we are going to understand when we are going to make a assembly drawing. Okay, if there is a having some kind of problem in this assembly drawing, that time we are going to change into detailed drawing. When you are going to make the changes in detailed drawing, then it is very easy to make a assembly drawing. So that's why detailed assembly drawing is very much important for a shop floor person, for manufacturing purpose, for production purpose. Also the assembly drawing is important for assembly purpose. So at the time whatever the number of components, how we are going to make assemble. Okay, so at the end on a assembly line we require to keep this assembly drawing. Okay, on this assembly drawing the person who is working on this assembly drawing, he just observe this drawing, and as per the drawing he is going to make assembly of that component. So friends, we can say the introduction about this topic. For the production of the component, study of detail and assembly drawing is very important. When we need a particular component or object, we give some specification and which describe its shape, size and dimension. According to this dimension, the designer or the producer can understand or manufacture it. Okay friends, now we are going to see individually what is meant by detailed drawing and what is meant by assembly drawing. So we can say that drawing which enable us complete information about each part of the machine or structure is called detailed drawing. So in this detailed drawing we are going to draw every component is detailed. So on this detailed drawing we can draw a front view, we can draw top view, we can draw a side view. So as per this we can understand detailed about the every component, because every component may be having some kind of complexity. Every component is having required some kind of different processes to make that proper that component. So when you are going to observe this detailed drawing separately, then and then we are able to select proper machines for every component. We can able to select proper that kind of heat treatment whatever required, because sometimes some components we require to make hardening. Okay, so that we can understand by detailed drawing. So as per the requirement, okay, so what is the detailed drawing? As per that we are going to select suitable operation. It may be required cutting, it may be required some turning, it can be required some milling, it can maybe required some grinding operation. So as per on every detailed drawing, whatever we have given the specification, whatever we have given the GD&T like geometric dimensioning, tolerancing, limits. So as per the limits, what kind of whatever we want the accuracy. Okay, so whatever accuracy we expected, whatever limits we are there, and also what kind of we want to measure that component after that. Okay, so on the basis of that we are going to select the proper machine for this one. Okay, so also what kind of surfaces roughness, RA value is also important. So in the drawing, what kind of RA value we are defined, on the basis of that what kind of particular dimension of machine we are going to select. So in this detailed drawing we are getting the information related with what is the detail about that component. Now friends, good detailed drawings contains, so how many things we require to include into good detailed drawing, that is important. So how many things must be required? So as a designer, how many things we require to keep on a drawing? So first, the limits of accuracy. So what kind of accuracy we required? What kind of accuracy desired? Whether 10 micron, 20 micron, 100 micron. So because of this, what kind of accuracy we required? On the basis of that we are going to select the machines. Okay, because every machine having that can be performed one operation. Okay, and every operation is having its own capacity. Okay, so that is lathe machine is having its different capacity, production of accuracy. Then CNC machine is having different kind of capacity of accuracy production. Okay, milling machine is having different, and grinding machine is having different kind of capacity or capability to produce that component. So that's why limit of accuracy must require to define or must require to include on a drawing. Second one is a shape of part. What kind of shape of your part is there? So that kind of shape must be easily observable. That shape must be easily able to understand by production purpose. So that is the main important thing. Grade of finish. What kind of finish we required? Okay, so that is also important. So on the basis of this, we are going to select the proper process. What kind of finish means, whether you want like any kind of coating required on this object, or whether you require some kind of grinding process at the end. So that kind of what kind of grade of finish we required. So on again we can consider here the RA value or surface roughness value. So on the basis of that we are going to consider the grade of finish. Then the material, what type of material we are going to select for this component. So that is also required to understand here. So whether material is steel, whether material may be a we can say metallic. So like this, which kind of material we are going to prefer, that is required to define here properly. Number of parts required. So again we require to in detailed drawing, because component may be we have drawn single on the sheet, but it may be required two times, 3 times, 4 times in assembly. Okay, so that is on the below we require to define properly. Then number of views. How many number of views we require to draw properly? That is important, because when you want to understand properly the drawing, how many views required? Whether only front view is sufficient, or only front view on top view is sufficient, or whether we require front view, top view and side view. That is also we require to consider whether how many views required, or whether we require a sectional view. Okay, so that is also important, or whether we require auxiliary view. That is also we require to consider on the basis of complexity. How if our job is very simple, then only front and top view is very sufficient to describe our job. If job is very complex, then another we require to, suppose we want to see some hidden lines, whether we want to see some kind of inside how our object looking, then we require to take some sectional views. Okay, so that is the important thing we require to consider while drawing this object. Okay, so the number of views is depends upon the whether our object is simple or whether our object is complex one. Okay, simple is then only 2 views are sufficient or 3 views are sufficient. If complex one, then we require to go towards sectional view, or we are required to go towards the auxiliary view. Okay, then we are going to consider the size of the parts. So what kind of sizes? Okay, so sizes means dimension. So what is the dimension of part? Because at the end, when the production purpose the person he is going to manufacture this part, he just observing the size and shape of the component, he will not be able to manufacture the component. What kind of size, what kind of shape we want to keep on the component, that is the important thing. Okay, so that is the we require to see, that is we require to consider here. So this is called the size of the part. So what kind of sizes are there? What is the dimension of this part? That properly we require to include in this. Now friends, next point we are going to see the assembly drawing. So what is the assembly drawing? Assembly drawing is nothing but we can say like this, the part which we are going to assemble, those parts we are going to mix each other, or we can say that part we are going to bolt each other, and they are going to make any kind of function, that the part is going to make any kind of properly whatever utilized for proper requirement of function. We can call this assembly drawing. Okay, then we can say it is when all the components of the machine or any other object assembled together, then the drawing of the unit is called a assembly drawing. A good assembly drawing should satisfy. Okay, so what kind of things you require to satisfy, we are going to see in the next slide. Okay friends, now good assembly drawing should satisfy maintenance requirement. Okay, it means that whatever assembly component of assembly we have done, that must be easily required to be do maintenance. Okay, because every time whatever the components we have made assembly of the component, it may be easily able to remove or easily able to replace, because sometimes it must not happen like this. If any one component is wear out, we are not going to replace entire the assembly. Okay, so maintenance requirement is very important. It means that at the time of making a drawing of assembly, at that time we require to take care of this. Okay, if we are taking care of properly here, then suppose that component, which component is wear out, which component is having fault, only that component easily we require to replace that one. Okay, and easily we must be able to identify. So it is not a work of the maintenance person. Okay, maintenance person is going to do the maintenance. Okay, but at the time of design, the person who is going to make this drawing, he required to take care of proper this. Okay, he has taken the proper care, then and then the person who is going to do a maintenance, he can be able to localize, or he can be able to identify where is the fault. So at the time of drawing, making assembly, we require to make a proper assembly drawing, so that every part must be able to replace very easily. Then operational requirement means whatever the operation is desired, that must be able to fulfill properly. Okay, so whatever the function we desired, so whatever the assembly we have made, that must be performed properly. So it is expectation from good assembly drawing. Then manufacturing requirement. So this is whatever the person who is going to manufacture the component, he can be observed where this part is going to sit, where this part is going to fit. Okay, so on the basis of that, the manufacturing requirement must be, good assembly drawing must be satisfied. So that is the most important thing we require to understand. Now friends, as per the assembly drawing, there are again having some kind of, we can say, having some types. Okay, so that what kind of types they are having, that we are going to see now. First, we are going to see design assembly drawing. So here assembly drawing means drawing made at the time of design stage on large scale. Okay, so at the initially we require to take a trial error method. So whatever drawing we have made, that is not going to made a final thing. Okay, so before that we require to make some trials. Okay, so in this trial we are drawing made at the time of design stage. So here whatever the drawing we have made at the drawing trial stage, that is called a design assembly drawing. Okay, so at the time of design we are going to make number of alternatives, 1 2 3 4 5 number of alternatives of design drawing, and then your senior or the person who is having good whatever the experience of this design engineering knowledge, or the person who is having good knowledge about the manufacturing production process, he can be select one of the whatever the 3 to 4 5 number of whatever the assembly drawing we have prepared in the design stage. Okay, so that we can call this a design assembly drawing. Now friends, next one more thing we are having, it is a layout assembly drawing. So what is mean by layout assembly drawing? The drawing shows how the part to be assembled with their basic proportion and dimension. So how parts to be assembled with their basic proportion dimension, that can be, we can say, by layout assembly drawing. It was okay, and this layout assembly drawing mostly using on a line of assembly in the big companies. It means that because on assembly line there is a components are coming from production department. Okay, so every component is coming at individually. Individually means that separate components are coming on assembly line. Then the person, or maybe now if you see on a big industry, they are using a robotic line system. Robotic line system means robots, they have done programming, and on this line the robots can be do automatically, they select the parts because already we have done the programs. Okay, and on the basis of these programs the robot is going to select the parts every, and they are going to make assembly of the part. Okay, for robots we have done the program, but when we are when the human is there, that time human required to see the drawing. Okay, so this assembly drawing is available in assembly line of in a company. So the person who is going to assemble this component, he will observe this assembly drawing, and as per this assembly drawing he is going to take every part and he is going to do assembly. As per the assembly drawing he will take the part every time, and then he is going to assemble the every part. Okay, so is this like very simple thing, so that he will not face any kind of problems at the time of assembly. If there is no assembly drawing, what will happen? If there is no assembly drawing, the person required to make trial errors. So every time he will pick the two parts and he will try to adjust whether it is trying to sit or not, whether it is going to fit or not. So like this number of trial and error method is required to perform, so that when there is a 2-3 parts are identical, then it is very difficult for the person to identify proper part. Okay, if we are having the assembly drawing, then the person who is going to do assembly, he can be easily locate the part and he can easily able to make assembly of that part. So it is very easy thing when there is a drawing, is proper drawing is available. So that's because the worker who is going to work on assembly line, he may not knows how many number of components are there and how many number of components required to assemble. Sometimes what happen, suppose one or two components miss. Okay, some components are missed to assembled by worker because assembly drawing is not present. What will happen at the time of when this job you are going to send for some kind of proper function or for working, that time because of one or two parts are missing, that will not be function properly. Okay, so because of this, for proper checklist, assembly drawing must be required inside your assembly line. So that worker must be by observing properly bill of material, how many number of components required. Properly he will select that number of components. Suppose first number of components required 2 times, he will select 2 times. Second number of components required 3 times, he will select the properly 3 times, and where the required, at that location he is going to fit that part. So because of this layout assembly drawing is very much important. So friends, today we are going to stop here, and whatever the drawing types of assembly remaining, that we are going to see in our next lecture. So I hope student you understand whatever we have learned about today about the assembly drawing and details in assembly drawing. Some basics we have seen today, and again in a subsequent lectures we are going to some examples also we are going to see. Okay, so I hope you again visit this channel for getting the information about the next video. Thank you very much for listening carefully my video.